to go to some of the other movers that we're watching on this Wednesday morning. One of them is Roblox. And this is such an interesting story because really, I guess you can consider this one of the only pure play actual metaverse companies right now. And it's not doing well this morning, right? It's down 22%. As you pointed out in a tweet this morning and to our team, it's trading below the price at which it came public through a direct listing. And it's bookings that posted the big miss here. So bookings include revenue, deferred revenue, other adjustments, that coming in below estimates. That's the same as that revenue number you see there, up 20%, and it's below what analysts have been predicting, and a wider loss than had been estimated as well. In addition to that, average daily active users up 33% to about 49.5 million, but analysts were looking for 50.5 million. So a lot, sort of falling short here when it comes to Roblox, us.
Yeah, and Julie, I wrote this on my nifty tablet here. It's actually a smiley face. I don't know if you can see it. Smiley face down next to the company's January bookings metrics. Bookings in January only up 2% to 3% for Roblox. In the company's most recent quarter, it was up 20%. Now, Roblox went into a lot of great detail in their shareholder letter, acknowledging they are, in fact, seeing a slowdown in growth rates, just given the tough comparisons that they had last year with everybody still at home. And I love this note from the team over at Jefferies. I have a bigger story on this now on the Yahoo Finance homepage. They're essentially saying, yes, growth is slowing because kids are going back out into the real world and doing stuff. And I'm sure, of course, Julie, your kids are on Roblox, and I'm sure they're still on the platform, but still a lot of folks, a lot of children are out there and living in that real world. And I say good for them, but maybe bad news for Roblox.
Well, it's still winter here in the Northeast, so maybe the kids in other parts of the country are getting out more than my kids. But what's also interesting is there's an aging of the Roblox user base. More than half the user base is now over 13. And so maybe those ages are more likely to get out there and do stuff. At the same time, one other figure that the company came out with is that for all of last year, and this is the company's first complete year of reporting earnings, annual report of earnings, I should say, as a public company, users spent more than 1 million hours on Roblox in 2021 inside 1,900 of their experiences. Now, remember, Roblox isn't a game in and of itself. It is a platform on which people can develop games, and I believe anybody can develop games on Roblox. So people did spend a lot of time. It's just maybe at a slowing rate of growth. So that is something to continue to watch. I did ask my kids about that this morning, got a little reporting. One of them complained about a crash that had been caused at one of the updates of Pet Simulator 2.
That's some shoe leather reporting, Julie. Shoe leather reporting.
The other one said that's not the case. There wasn't a crash. It does get laggy sometimes, but it doesn't matter. It is shoe leather reporting. Take it with a very large grain of salt.
They have to come on next time when Roblox reports another bad quarter in 3 months.
Sure. Maybe they'll come to us from the metaverse. I don't know. All right, let's also talk about Airbnb and its numbers. And Airbnb, pretty remarkable here with how it has done amidst the pandemic. The shares are trading a little bit lower, actually, but revenue did rise by 78%, coming in ahead of estimates, earnings per share, also beating estimates. And we continue to see this trend, Sozzi, you and I have been tracking. We've talked to Brian Chesky about it, the CEO of the company. People are booking longer stays, and it seems as though they continue to do so. Almost half of the number of nights booked in the fourth quarter were stays of a week or longer. 1 in 5 nights were for stays of a month or more. And so people are still kind of camping out at their Airbnbs, Saz.
Yes, that looks to be the case here. Julian, I'm surprised to see this reversal in Airbnb. I understand the market is under a little pressure here, but still, this was a very strong quarter from Airbnb in many respects. You had revenue really smash consensus estimates here, really improved year over year, very strong gain, but most importantly, average daily rate. Every single note that I've read on Jefferies, from the street out here on Airbnb this morning is really highlighting the company's strength in average daily rates. Average daily rates in the fourth quarter were 4% above consensus forecasts and 36% above the fourth quarter of 2019, aka pre-pandemic levels. So Airbnb is getting some strong marks for those numbers here, and I'm surprised the stock is selling off here.
Yeah, it is a little bit surprising here. The company did come out with a forecast, by the way, for revenue of this quarter of $1.4 billion to $1.48 billion in terms of its forecast. So perhaps that's partly what's to blame a little bit for some of the slide that we're seeing in the shares, although even that is above what analysts have been anticipating. So go figure.